Hi, this is Riggs Eckelberry. I'm with the innovative water company OriginClear. 2020 has been shocking. I don't think it's over yet. I think we have a lot more surprises in store. But my question is, what about investing? How can I hold on to my money? How can I hopefully make more? And maybe how can I do good things while doing well financially? These are important questions, and let's take a look at some answers right now. Hi, Riggs Eckelberry here, and I'm going to do a quick look at the markets. It's Labor Day weekend, first weekend in September. I'm not giving you investment advice, and I will be updating it in my CEO briefing, which is every Thursday evening, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Just go to CEO link at originclear.com. Love to see you there. Okay, here we go. So this is the NASDAQ, been doing well for quite a while now. And then this last week it had a big crash, and it has recovered partially, but we got a long catch up here. So that's what happens with the market right now. It's very flighty, and you can lose a lot of gains. Okay, that's the tech market. Let's take a look here at just putting your money in a certificate of deposit. Try that, huh? Well, it was pretty decent at 1.3% back in 2010. It sagged ever since, and it made its way up to a point just before coronavirus, and then it has crashed. Sadly, it's now at 0.2%. Not a great way to keep up with inflation, is it? Crude oil. Big peak in 2008. Bad times, slow recovery, more bad times, and really what we see now is a continued loss as we go into the rest of the coronavirus times. Here's the real issue. It is a long and steady drop, right? So oil and gas, I don't think is a great investment long term. Gold, we love gold, right? Gold is great. It had a nice peak over here in 2012, 2013, hit a bottom 2016, and it has had a gradual rise, which all of a sudden took off with coronavirus. Problem is that there is a box right here where things have flattened out. Now, I'm not saying gold's no good. I bought some right here myself, but how much is it going to go up? Good conservative hold, but how much money is it going to make? We just don't know. Then here we have currency exchange. People say you should get foreign currencies. US dollar is going nowhere, and I think they're right. So the US dollar was doing well, and then it crashed back in March against the euro, and now it's at 84 euro cents. So it would seem that holding euros would be good, right? Go for it. But trading foreign exchange, not my cup of tea. It's very unstable. Average sales for new houses by region. You know the drill. It's been going up. They're all going up, all these regions. But here's the thing. Cities are falling apart. At least people think so. A lot of people are leaving. What does that mean? It means that this market is going to diverge. Cities, I think, are going to have a tough time with real estate. Nice places far away from cities are going to do well, in my opinion. Commercial real estate. This is the Apollo graph, ARI. Commercial real estate has been very steady for a long time, and then coronavirus hit, and we have seen a dramatic crash. This is a very bad situation. Went from about 17.5 to about $7, and it hasn't really recovered, so it's just sitting there. I think there's worse to come. Commercial real estate, we just know it's a tough situation, and the people in it I really feel for. Okay, water, that's my industry. Okay, how's water doing? Well, water has done well over the years, up to the peak really here in 2020. In February 2020, it was in good shape. Crashed like everyone else, recovered, and has not had the same crash as the tech sector, which is good. And remember, a lot of these stocks pay dividends. That's your earnings, right? Well worth looking at. So water's good. Let's take a look at the story stock of 2020, Tesla. We love Tesla, and apparently the market does too. Went for a long time in a pretty flat zone, and then this year it just took off roughly 10 times its price. Okay, so here's the thing about Tesla, or any stock really. If you invest in a stock, it could go up or it could go down, right? So there's always that risk. Tesla turned out to do incredibly well for those who believed in it, but they could have lost everything too. The people who loaned money to Tesla all along made a steady return. The question is, how do we combine the two? This is what we at OriginClear have been looking at, is how do we get people good annual yield, double-digit returns on their money with an upside opportunity eventually, and maybe have the best of both worlds. How do we do it? What is our opportunity right now in this marketplace? You see, 80,000 businesses have closed permanently in the United States this year alone. 60,000 of them small businesses. This is a terrible situation. These are wonderful entrepreneurs who, through no fault of their own, are stuck and they're scrambling. It's a terrible situation. But the water industry needs millions of people. And my company, OriginClear, is on a mission to help great entrepreneurs come into the water industry and help transform it. How? Well, it's called Water as a Career. It's done by getting this entrepreneur in, and they select a program. We finance their equipment, and we give them a marketing package, show them how to run the business, show them how to run the equipment, and they go and they build a business. Now they can select from any number of these, but for now we've started with one pilot program that's been very successful. And I'd like you to see a little video that describes it. Take a look.
Always been an entrepreneur by spirit. After over 2 decades in the corporate world, wanted to do something else, but during the COVID shutdowns was not an ideal time to try and make a switch. So I had very little experience with pools other than swimming in them. So the thought of shifting careers during this time, during this point in my life, after 20 years in the corporate world, was very scary. But the folks at OriginClear made it very simple to walk right into an opportunity that allows me to make money, like right away, and be profitable within the first month. Typical drain, but they're going to drain your pool and it's going to potentially risk cracking. So that crack can lead to thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars in fees. Potentially I've heard anywhere from like $6,000 to $20,000 for maintenance and repair of structural type cracks. The advantages of this process are there's zero risk because all the water stays in the pool and it just flows right through the trailer and goes right back in with not affecting the water level. So I don't ever risk any kind of structural issues to the pool whatsoever. Saving and recycling all that water, it's a huge impact for the environment, especially here in the desert where there's always a constant drought. And then also the results are actually better than doing a drain and fill because our process removes the chlorine that come in with a bunch of other things. This takes all of that out of there and you have a perfectly balanced body of water. Honestly, it sells itself. As of right now, I have a rolling billboard behind me here with the trailer. The phone number, the website, a lot of pool professionals, whether it's the weekly pool maintenance guys or the pool stores around the valley. When folks go in and they need to change their water, or in the past required to drain their pool. So this is starting to become more and more talked about with pool professionals, and they'll offer this out to their customers, and I get a lot of calls that way. It was the cheapest, easiest, most streamlined business I've ever started with the least amount of overhead and the maximum amount of profits, honestly.
So this gentleman who's on the video actually plans to get a second unit. He's doing extremely well, so we wish him the best and we're there to support him. There's more people coming into this program. You can help us fund it by becoming an investor. Well, what's it like to be an investor in OriginClear? Perhaps you'd like to know. Well, here's a couple of my good friends who've become investors and what their experience has been.
they're doing a lot of right things, and they're making it easy for the regular investor to take a stab at getting involved at a time that water all over this world is getting to be looked at as a very necessary commodity.
My lovely wife Linda here is so tight. She's not going to jump into anything. She looks it over very carefully, and it's just been a great match for us so far. It's been consistent, it's been very lucrative, and it's been very fulfilling because we actually feel like we're doing something for the economy.
An ongoing revenue stream allows you the flexibility to start redirecting things and adjusting if there is a new lifestyle or something that needs to be addressed.
Wow. These are indeed some happy investors. We love our investors. They love us. We have many of them have been around for years. Just some of the best people in the world, and they really are helping us with our mission. So what if I'm not one of those high net worth investors and, gotta have $1 million to make $1 million kind of thing? What do I do then? Well, actually, OriginClear has an offering, which I've invested in myself, which only has a $500 minimum. And it's open to just about everyone. It's got to be the United States, and you need to be either a US citizen or a permanent resident, in which case we welcome you. You get 10% stated dividend, which is spelled out in what's called the offering circular, which is a link that follows, and you definitely need to check that out. And then eventually, when we decide to pay you back, we have to pay you back 150%. So look at it this way. You invest, let's say, $1,000. Every year you get $100, paid monthly, right, in 1/12. And then at the end, when we decide to repay you, you get $1,500. Pretty cool, huh? Now, that money is very useful. Why? Because we put together businesses that are very profitable for us and for the entrepreneurs. So good use is made. This is a winning proposition for the entrepreneurs, for OriginClear, but also for you. And I invite you to come in, check it out. Just click on the link that follows. Do invest. Thank you.